Hollywood is known for its fast-paced relationships, with celebrity couples often making headlines for their dramatic breakups and whirlwind romances. But what about those Hollywood couples who have quietly stood the test of time? Today, we're diving into the top 21 celebrity couples you didn't know are still together, where we reveal the private relationships and surprising love stories of some of the most enduring couples in showbiz. These celebrity couples have been together for years, proving that long-lasting love stories can thrive even in the spotlight. And trust us, you won't believe which couples are still together. Some of these stories may surprise you. So, stick around as we explore the couples that have kept their love life private, remained strong despite the pressures, and continue to thrive in 2024. You'll definitely want to know which celebrity couples are proving that love in Hollywood can be real and lasting. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on the latest celebrity couples and their incredible love stories. One, Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin. A low-key, long-lasting love without the media frenzy, Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have managed to maintain a love that's lasted nearly a decade, built on understanding and respect. They first met in 2017, and from secret dates to Dakota quietly watching Chris from the audience at Coldplay concerts, their relationship grew in the most private of ways. They didn't show off their love, but small gestures, like Chris dedicating a song to Dakota at Glastonbury, or the couple traveling together from Malibu to Mumbai, speak volumes about the connection between them. What's especially remarkable is that Dakota didn't just connect with Chris, but also bonded with his two children and even Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth once shared, "I love Dakota. She's amazing." In 2019, rumors of a breakup surfaced, but the couple quickly reunited. By 2024, the happy news was confirmed. Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin are engaged. Dakota once said, "I could look at him all day." Perhaps that's the secret to their long-lasting relationship. Not the grand gestures, but the simple, deep love and mutual respect they share. 2. Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons. A deeply rooted love story. Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons met on the set of Fargo in 2015, but it wasn't until 2016 that they officially became a couple. Their love story wasn't a fleeting romance. Instead, it blossomed from a deep connection in both their souls and artistry. Kirsten once said, "We fell in love through creativity first. From reading scripts together to becoming soulmates, their bond grew stronger with each shared moment." Just 10 months later, Jesse proposed to Kirsten in a simple yet heartfelt gesture. They went on to welcome two sons, Ennis in 2018 and James in 2021, creating a warm and loving family. Despite their fame, they've managed to keep their personal life private, cherishing quiet moments together. In 2022, they tied the knot in Jamaica, marking the end of a 5-year engagement. Their love, though not flashy, has proven to be steadfast, filled with understanding and the promise of forever. 3. Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen. A love written twice. The love story of Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons began with a script and grew through each scene. But what happens when you meet your soulmate not once, but twice in life? Let Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen tell you their story. They first met in 1983, but back then, they were just two strangers passing through life. Ted Danson came to audition for Cross Creek, but didn't get the role, while Mary Steenburgen was already married. Fate wasn't in a rush. It waited for the perfect moment. A decade later, they reunited on the set of Pontiac Moon, both having recently come out of failed marriages. They didn't believe they could love again, but a canoe trip in nature changed everything. As Ted looked at Mary in the sunset, he realized he was in love. And Mary felt something she had never felt before: peace when she was with him. A few years later, on Mary's birthday, Ted flew to Houston to propose. No fanfare, no showy gestures, just a heartfelt proposal that couldn't be turned down. They married in 1995, and from then on, their days were filled with laughter. 30 years later, Ted says that the most important role of his life wasn't in Cheers, but being Mary's husband. and Mary says that if she had 100 lifetimes, she would still choose to love Ted. 4. Allison Hannigan and Alexis Denisof, a love that began on set. One glance, one smile, and everything changed forever. Allison Hannigan met Alexis Denisof for the first time on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 90s. She liked him immediately, but Alexis kept his distance. "I didn't want to date a co-worker," he said. So they became friends, a friendship that lasted for 2 years. Then, when Allison entered another relationship, Alexis realized he didn't want to just be friends. But by then, it was too late. As time passed, that relationship ended and they found their way back to each other, this time without hesitation. In the winter of 2001, on the way to Allison's mom's house, Alexis pulled over by a lake. There was no grand proposal, just a ring, a sincere look, and words from the heart. Allison laughed, then cried, and of course, she said yes. They married in 2003 in a 3-day celebration filled with laughter. 2 daughters followed, and over 20 years later, their love remains as strong as ever. Allison says she loves Alexis even more than on their wedding day, while Alexis quietly cares for his wife, from dinner to hugs after a long day. 5. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, a love that lasted through time. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick have been a romantic couple both on screen and off. They met in 1987 on the set of Lemon Sky, where Kevin made efforts to get close to Kyra, from dinners to an impromptu gym date. A year later, they married in the fall of 1988. Their relationship wasn't just based on love, but also mutual admiration, as they worked together on several films. Kevin even directed Kyra in The Closer. In 2008, they lost most of their wealth due to Bernie Madoff's scam, but faced it together. Kevin said, "We've got each other, and we're still working. What else do we need?" Their bond extends beyond work. They cherish simple moments like fun TikTok videos and strolling together. After 36 years, their love remains strong. When asked about their marriage secret, Kyra laughed, "Always be each other's biggest fan and keep a sense of humor." Kevin simply said, "Just walking together and having random chats is the best thing." Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, a testament to lasting love in Hollywood's pragmatic world. 6. Jordan Peele and Chelsea Peretti, a love story that started with a tweet. They say money can buy everything, but for Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, the one thing money can't buy is true love. However, there's another celebrity couple who didn't lose their wealth in a scam, but instead bet their love on a tweet. Let's meet Jordan Peele and Chelsea Peretti. They didn't meet through a grand movie or glamorous event, but through Twitter. Yes, one of the most talented directors in Hollywood and the charming star of Brooklyn Nine-Nine started their love story with simple tweets. No frills, no show, just a genuine connection. And from there, one of Hollywood's most lovable couples was born. When they decided to marry in 2016, they didn't need a lavish wedding. No castles, no fancy wedding gowns, no hundreds of famous guests. Just Jordan, Chelsea, and their dog as witnesses. That was enough. A year later, they welcomed their first son, and life continued to be filled with funny moments. When Get Out, a film about a disturbing relationship, was released, someone asked Chelsea if the script was inspired by her and Jordan. She just laughed and said, "We cried for weeks because our family secrets were turned into a documentary." 7. Enrique Iglesias and Anna Kournikova, a love that stood the test of time. Enrique Iglesias and Anna Kournikova may not be as loud as other celebrity couples, but they've quietly built a love story that's lasted over 2 decades. Without extravagant weddings or public declarations on social media, they've stayed by each other's side, building a beautiful family with 3 children. Their journey began in 2001 when Anna starred in Enrique's Escape music video. The on-screen chemistry quickly turned into real-life romance. After filming, they officially became a couple. Unlike other Hollywood couples, Enrique and Ana chose to keep their private life out of the public eye. They rarely appeared together in public or posted photos online, but their love has never faded. Though they never married, they've never needed a piece of paper to validate their love. Ana once said, "Marriage doesn't matter to me. I'm happy. That's what matters." Enrique agreed, adding, "Marriage doesn't make you love someone more." They've proven that through unwavering support in every stage of life. In 2017, they surprised the world by quietly welcoming twins, Nicholas and Lucy. In 2020, their youngest daughter, Mary, was born. The rare photos they share on social media are always filled with laughter, simplicity, and genuine happiness. Eight, Kerry Washington and Nnamdi Asomugha, the silent power couple. No extravagant wedding, no flashy rings, but pure happiness. That's how Kerry Washington and Nnamdi Asomugha live their love story, one of the most private yet enduring relationships in Hollywood. While many in Hollywood broadcast their love lives, Kerry and Nnamdi chose to keep theirs out of the spotlight. Married in 2013, they've been together for over a decade, keeping their relationship low-key. No red carpet appearances, no fanfare, just a living example of love that doesn't need to be displayed to prove its strength. Nnamdi, a former NFL star, shifted to a career in film, while Kerry became one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood. Despite their fame, they've kept their private life personal. 3 kids and no photos shared on social media. Their 11-year marriage has been free of scandals, and even rumors of divorce were neither confirmed nor denied. In a world filled with drama, Kerry and Nnamdi show us that true love doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. Just the right person, at the right time, and a commitment to a lifetime together. Nine, Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager, a love built on simplicity. Paul Rudd met Julie Yeager in the 90s, right after the success of Clueless. When he walked into the management company's office, he met her, an intelligent, funny, and unique employee. A lunch soon after started a relationship that has lasted for over 2 decades. Julie is not only a wife, but also Paul's partner in his career. She's a screenwriter, producer, and worked with him on Fun Mom Dinner. They don't seek the spotlight, they simply stand by each other's side. Whether he's Ant-Man in the Marvel Universe or sexiest man alive, Paul is still a simple husband and father. He once said, "The best part of my day is being at home with my wife and kids." Julie is not just his biggest supporter, but also the pillar of strength he relies on. 2 decades together, no scandals, no turbulence, just everyday moments where they choose each other every day. 10. Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz, a love story. 16 years in the making, Paul Rudd found his love outside the spotlight, but what about couples who found each other right on screen? Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz are proof that love can wait, even for 16 years. It wasn't love at first sight. In 1992, Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem met on the set of Jamón, Jamón, but at the time, Cruz was only 16 years old and Bardem was 23. Though there was obvious chemistry, they chose to remain friends. It wasn't until 2008 when fate brought them together again on the set of Vicky Cristina Barcelona. This time, they were both single, and everything simply fell into place. Just 2 years later, they secretly married in the Bahamas and went on to welcome 2 beautiful children, Leo in 2011 and Luna in 2013. Despite their privacy about personal matters, they've always supported each other, appearing together on red carpets and starring in several films like Everybody Knows and Loving Pablo. From co-stars to soulmates, from an unfulfilled romance to a lasting marriage, Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz are the perfect example of right person, right time. 11. Rachel Weisz and Daniel Craig, a love that blossomed over time. Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz first met in 1994. But it wasn't until over a decade later, while filming Dream House in 2010, that they realized their love for each other. Just 6 months after they started dating, the couple surprisingly tied the knot in 2011 with only 4 guests, including their children from previous relationships. What's special about their love story is that before meeting Craig, Weiss had no intention of getting married. But, as she once said, it just happened naturally at the right time. In 2018, they welcomed their first daughter, Grace. They've kept their private life just that, private, rarely sharing details about their marriage, but always supporting each other in their careers. Craig even turned down several major projects to spend more time with his family. From a chance meeting to a mature, deep love, Daniel and Rachel prove that true love comes at the right time with the right person. 12. Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden, a quiet love that lasted through time. Despite being one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Cameron Diaz chose a quiet, simple love with Benji Madden, the rocker from Good Charlotte. They didn't need extravagant premieres or romantic declarations on the red carpet, just each other. Cameron and Benji met in 2014 when Nicole Richie, Benji's sister-in-law, played matchmaker. 7 months after dating, they were engaged, and by January 2015, they married in a private home ceremony. No lavish dress, no long guest list, just their closest loved ones. Their love has only deepened over time. Cameron often speaks of Benji with gratitude. "He taught me how to love myself more. Marrying Benji is the best thing I've done." Benji shares his pride too, writing on Instagram for their 10th anniversary. "Every year our love grows. You're my queen, Cameron." They are not just partners, but soulmates and family. In 2019, their first daughter Radix was born, and in 2024, they welcomed their son, Cardinal. Cameron said, "Becoming a mom is the greatest thing in my life. I'm lucky to have Benji as the father of my children." "13. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham, a love that needs no ring. No wedding ring, no lavish ceremony. But for nearly 40 years, Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham have stood by each other's side. They've proven that love doesn't need the binding force of marriage to last. Oprah met Stedman in 1986 when The Oprah Winfrey Show had just launched. At first, she thought he was too perfect to be true, but soon realized he was quiet, sincere, and not looking for the spotlight. In 1992, they got engaged, but then called off the wedding. Not because their love had faded, but because they understood that marriage wasn't necessary for their bond. "If we had gotten married, we probably would have divorced," Oprah once said. Stedman is the rock in Oprah's life, always supporting her from the sidelines, never jealous of her dazzling career. They refer to their relationship as a spiritual partnership, a connection where both individuals grow and evolve together. For nearly 40 years, they have stayed together, still happy. No rings, no vows, just true, enduring love. "14. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody, a love story from on-screen to real life. A crossover that American TV show fans never saw coming. Seth Cohen from The OC and Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl became a couple in real life. But in reality, Leighton Meester and Adam Brody found love in the most unexpected way. They first met in 2007, and Brody admits he had preconceived notions about Meester because of Gossip Girl. "I didn't know if she was a good person or not. I even thought, maybe she isn't that nice." But everything changed when they worked together on The Oranges, 2011. They kept in touch, but it wasn't until a year later, after Brody broke up with his ex-girlfriend, that they officially started dating. From being close friends, they unexpectedly tied the knot in a private ceremony in 2014 in Northern California. Now, they live happily together with their 2 young children, away from the Hollywood spotlight. From preconceived notions to fate, Leighton and Adam prove that sometimes love comes from the most unexpected places. "15. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling, a quiet love that lasted over a decade. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes are one of Hollywood's most private couples. No drama, no flaunting their love on social media. They've chosen to build their happiness away from the spotlight. Mendes once admitted she never thought about marriage or having children, but everything changed when she met Gosling. "It's not that I wanted to have kids, I wanted to have kids with him." Both of them share a love for creativity, and Mendes has always admired Gosling's talent. When asked about the ideal woman, Gosling simply said, "It's Eva Mendes." They rarely make public appearances, shying away from the Hollywood gossip machine. Though their age gap was often a topic of scrutiny, instead of responding, they focused on their family, raising their 2 daughters while protecting their privacy, never sharing images of them. Their happiness comes from the simple things. During the pandemic, they took care of and taught their children, even getting help from Gosling's mother. Mendes expresses her love through simple yet meaningful actions, like wearing a Gosling-printed shirt in Barbie, or getting the words "D. Gosling" tattooed on her wrist. No red carpets, no grand declarations. Yet they've stayed together for over a decade, quietly but steadfastly. Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender, a love kept quiet but strong. Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander are a couple who share a deep love for art while keeping their personal lives private. Michael admitted that he was immediately drawn to Alicia's strength and determination, saying, "She's not afraid to show the darker sides of her characters. I was instantly impressed." Alicia, on the other hand, was captivated by Michael's vibrant energy and dancing skills, despite his humorous confession of having 2 left feet. Though both are A-list stars, they've always stayed out of the media spotlight. Their 2017 wedding in Ibiza was a quiet, intimate affair with only close family and friends. During difficult times, like facing challenges and having children, Alicia shared how tough it was. There are moments when you have to step onto the red carpet after experiencing loss. It's not easy. But they eventually overcame these struggles and welcomed 2 beautiful children. Michael isn't just a talented actor, but also a dedicated family man. Alicia recalled a memorable birthday when Michael secretly took her to Sweden to reunite with her parents. Though they rarely share public displays of affection, the way Alicia gazed at him during the Le Mans race said everything. No grand gestures, no showiness, just a love that grows stronger with every ordinary moment. Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart, a love story that defies Hollywood norms. If you think Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender are Hollywood's most secretive couple, wait until you hear about Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart, a love story that's lasted decades and defies the typical Hollywood script. In 2002, they met at the Golden Globe Awards. Harrison, 60, had been through 2 marriages, while Callista, a single mom, had just adopted her son Liam. Despite their different worlds, they connected in the simplest way, like 2 missing puzzle pieces. 7 years later, on Valentine's Day, Harrison proposed in a quiet, heartfelt moment. They married in 2010 in New Mexico. Harrison not only loved Callista, but also adopted Liam, completing their family. For over 20 years, they've kept their relationship fun with playful pranks, like Callista hiding fake spiders in Harrison's ice tray. They don't need grand gestures, just laughter and simple moments. Harrison once said, "Callista gave my life new meaning." After flying thousands of miles, the most cherished moment is coming home to a love that never fades. Diane Kruger and Norman Reedus, a quiet, strong love built over time. Diane Kruger and Norman Reedus don't need grand gestures or gossip to grab the public's attention. Their relationship quietly began on the set of Sky, 2015, and has gradually evolved into a lasting journey, grounded in the simplest things. Kruger was surprised by Reedus' gentle nature, which was completely different from the tough roles he portrayed on screen. "He's so calm, easygoing, nothing like the gritty guys he plays," she shared. Reedus, on the other hand, was drawn to Kruger's intelligence and independence. They both share a love for art, travel, and most importantly, a life free from societal expectations. Though they are both well-known figures, they rarely share details about their private lives, especially their daughter Nova. Kruger confessed that becoming a mother at 42 was something she never expected, but now considers the greatest gift. "I thought I couldn't have children, but then she came when I was ready." Despite his rugged exterior, Ritas isn't shy about showing his affection in his own way. From unexpected gifts to buying a house simply because he felt like it one afternoon. They're not a couple frequently seen on tabloids, but each small moment together speaks volumes about their enduring love. Quiet, yet deep enough to make others admire them. "19th, Taran Killam and Kobe Smulders, a love that endured every trial." From the set to real life, Diane Kruger and Norman Reedus found each other unexpectedly. But when it comes to couples who've stood the test of time since their youth, Taran Killam and Kobe Smulders are a true example of love that started in their 20s and lasted forever. Kobe first met Taran in 2005 at a birthday party, both 22 years old. No one could have predicted that moment would ignite a love that would endure life's ups and downs. Years later, Kobe faced a heartbreaking ovarian cancer diagnosis at 25. Through hospital visits, treatments, and difficult moments, Taran was by her side, always holding her hand as she fought. They welcomed their first daughter in 2009 and married in 2012 in a quiet ceremony. Their growing family remained their priority, with another daughter born soon after. Despite busy careers, they always put family first. Taran once said, "She's the most amazing person I've ever known." And Kobe? She says Taran is the first person she wants to share everything with every day and makes her laugh constantly. No complicated love story, just two people who met, fell in love, and went through each day with sincerity and devotion. "20. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr., a timeless Hollywood love story." Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. have been together for over 2 decades, but for them, love remains as fresh as ever. They first met in 1997 on the set of I Know What You Did last summer, but it wasn't until a few years later that their relationship truly blossomed, starting with a chance date. At first, neither of them believed in marriage, but Freddie suddenly realized, "I'm going to marry her." And so, in 2002, they officially tied the knot. Not the typical Hollywood couple, they chose a simple life, having dinners without their phones, raising 2 children together, and always making time for each other despite their busy schedules. Freddie says that they are completely different, but that's what makes them work. What she's not good at, I'm great at, and vice versa. And for Sarah, the secret to their enduring love is simple: being truly present for each other. They don't need grand gestures. Just showing up for each other every day is enough. They still want to be the first person to share everything about their day with one another. "21. Tom Holland and Zendaya, a love that blossomed from friendship." From teen stars to a happily thriving couple, Sarah and Freddie made fans believe in lasting love. But if there's one couple still continuing their love story from their youthful days, it's Tom Holland and Zendaya, 2 friends turned soulmates and possibly future life partners. Tom Holland is known for his jokes and endless energy, always acting like a mischievous kid. On the other hand, Zendaya is calm, thoughtful, and listens more than she speaks. They have distinct differences, but when they are together, they seem to fit perfectly. Both share a deep passion for cinema, enjoy taking on challenging roles, and above all, prioritize family. They began as friends on the set of Spider-Man, but as time passed, long conversations and moments escaping the hustle and bustle of Hollywood made them realize that no one else made them feel as comfortable as each other. When paparazzi captured their first kiss in a car, Tom wasn't happy. He wanted to keep those moments private, not for the world to dissect. Zendaya understood that and always helped him find peace amidst the media frenzy. Tom loves how Zendaya makes everything lighter, turning even a bad day into something worth cherishing. Zendaya loves Tom for his authenticity, the way he shows care through small actions, like always remembering to call when they're apart. After 4 years together, they faced their fair share of scrutinizing gazes and comments about their height difference and fame. But the most important moment came when Tom knelt down before Zendaya during a Christmas holiday. No flashbulbs, no cameras, just the two of them and a promise to always be each other's home. These celebrity couples have shown us that love doesn't have to be flashy to be real. Despite all the challenges, these Hollywood couples have proven that long-lasting love stories do exist, even in the world of fame and fortune. Do any of these couples surprise you? Which relationship do you think will last the longest in Hollywood? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed hearing about these private relationships and the couples still together against all odds, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated on the latest celebrity couples and their incredible love stories.